Hi, my darlings. It is Laura Ruth Fudge, and I'm finally back with a new video. Holy cow, 2020 was nuts for me and my family. It was wild. A lot of fantastic things happened for us. We actually moved into a new home. It has like 4 bedrooms. It's almost 2,000 square feet. We had a baby. We now have 3 boys and 1 girl. She's about 3 months, almost 4 months old now, and she's fantastic. And I left Lime Life by Alcone, not for any reason that had to do with the company, but sincerely because I felt like I was hiding behind that, when in reality I really want to step forward into coaching, especially solo estheticians, solo beauty entrepreneurs, and also bring the empathetic beauty movement to the national and international stage. So I felt like with Lime Life, I had so much on my to-do list there that I was holding back for my bigger purpose, my bigger calling. So I decided to let that down, let that go. I still love the company, love the people. I would not be here without them. However, I'm really, really excited for the future and where I'm going with everything. So I just needed to give you that quick update. So I had talked about this topic a while ago and people told me they really, really wanted to hear about it. And for me, the idea is instant gratification. So I want to talk to you guys to bring some mindfulness to what your relationship might be with instant gratification. And truly, it can help us in our beauty industry, but it can also really hurt us in the process of trying to build a business. So let's talk about the way it helps us. So first off, instant gratification is the idea that you do something and you see results like that, lickety split. It is super fun and super fantastic, especially visually satisfying. So, hello, that absolutely sounds like what we do in the beauty industry. Oh, brow wax is so satisfying. Lip wax is so satisfying. Waxing in general, incredibly satisfying. Visually satisfying. Boom, we did it. It's done. It's such a good stress reliever, right? Same thing with hair color, hair transformations, haircuts. Ooh, chef's kiss. Good stuff. Makeup, same thing. Oh, so good. What's interesting is I find that oftentimes facials don't necessarily have a larger visual change. I mean, as an esthetician with a trained eye, we can see that there's more radiance. We can see that there's more hydration. We can see that there's more firmness and elasticity in the skin post-facial, post-massage, I don't know, dermal infusion, whatever modalities you use, you can typically see that with a trained eye. But it's interesting because I have a feeling that a lot of other, not non-beauty professionals don't quite see as much of a before and after, but that's okay. So a lot of times we have to talk about the different changes in the mood and your relaxation level before and after. That tends to have more of an instant gratification that way. So on one hand, it definitely helps us as beauty professionals to want to have instant gratification, to search for that change, to be able to find those minute details and adjust them just as we need, especially during a brow wax when you're like, something's just a little off and you're like tweaking and you're like, yep, that hair's got to go. That is such perfect instant gratification that serves us, right? If you agree, does this make sense? All right, so now I'm going to flip the script on how it does not serve us. So when we're on social media and we are creating content, when we are filling up our feed, when we are on Facebook, on Instagram, I guess on Twitter, on TikTok, whatever have you, let me know if you're on TikTok, because guys, I just got started on TikTok and I barely know what I'm doing. So let me know if it's actually worthwhile for me to continue with. Please comment below. You can find me, Laura Ruth Fudge. Tell me if I'm doing a terrible job. I literally want to know. Tell me. I can take it. I'm fine. So anyway, sorry. When you're on social media and you are creating content, typically we are trying so hard to create content that's going to get an immediate reaction. I know I do a lot of the time. I love creating content that's going to get an answer, that's going to get a like, that's going to get an interaction. So then I get a ping, 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 ping notification, and that hits pleasure centers in our brain. Essentially, that's how social media is wired, to hit our pleasure centers and to create an instant gratification reaction that makes us want more. So you're like, so why is that bad with social media? The thing is, typically the content that we share that gets immediate reactions, immediate results, is very surface level content. It's like oh my gosh, look at this pretty before and after, like that, like look at this instant gratification here in this post. And that's really easy. It's very surface level. It's very, it doesn't require a lot of interaction, like a lot of mental interaction to comment or to like or to heart react. I always heart react. Are you a heart reactor? I am for sure. So here's the thing. That type of content doesn't build relationships. That's the kicker, guys. That type of content doesn't build long-lasting relationship. It doesn't ask people to come in your door. It makes your feed really fun to look at. People are going to scroll through and be like, ha ha ha, they're so entertaining, you know. But they're not going to say, ha ha ha, I need her to do my brows. Or if they do, they're just saying it like, oh my gosh, maybe one day she'll do my brows. They're not like, oh my gosh, where's the booking button? No, a funny TikTok video or, you know, a cute, you know, meme or something like that doesn't create the desire to create a relationship that causes them to come in the door. So we need to let down our goal of instant gratification. Let me just say once a week. If you guys started with once a week, I guarantee you would have a shift in your business slowly but surely. You really would. And when I'm talking about sharing vulnerable posts or taking a minute to go deeper, it's about sharing your passion, sharing your story, like who you are, why you're here, why you're an esthetician, why you love what you do. And not just because I like to make people look pretty. I mean, we all do. Shoot, that's like super fun. However, what sets you apart? Tell your story. Tell something vulnerable about yourself. You know, especially for me, I became a solo esthetician so that I could spend more time with my family because it was so hard having scheduled hours outside of my control that didn't allow me to have a sick day off for my children. And that's kind of vulnerable. People don't want to be like, oh, I don't want to hear about sick kids. But then there's other people out there who are in your audience, who are your ideal clients, who are going to say, that is so fantastic that she took the leap to create a business that works for her and her family. I think I'd rather support her than this lady I'm seeing at the mall, you know, like the lady that I barely know. So when you stop and you take time to be vulnerable and create something like that, you're not gonna get those immediate reactions, and that's hard. How many times have you created a vulnerable post and you desperately wanted to delete it after 10 minutes when nobody liked it? Or the only person who liked it was your mom? Like, thanks mom, I love you, but like that doesn't really help your ego. That doesn't really help this idea, this like instant gratification, this, you know, hit that dopamine, like give me that pleasure, give me that feedback. It doesn't hit your feedback right away. And we have to sit in that discomfort. We have to sit in that vulnerability and allow ourselves to connect on a deeper level. You're gonna get less likes. You're gonna get less comments. And that's okay. Promise you. There are so many of your potential clients out there who have not yet made it known to you that they're watching you. But when you consistently show up in vulnerability, even if it's once a week, if it's once a month, heaven forbid it's once a month, just, you know, try a couple times a week. Maybe every Saturday morning you're like, okay, it's I almost said sloppy Saturday. I mean, it could be a sloppy Saturday, but I don't know. I can't think of an S word that makes it sound cute. Maybe it's like feel good Saturday, feel good Friday. Let's just pick up. Let's talk about Friday. Okay, it's feel good Friday. You're going to talk and share a very vulnerable, heartfelt post about who you are and what you do and what inspires you and what drives you. And, you know, especially if you're going to share some information about a client, ask for their permission first. You can always do it anonymously. You say, you know, hey, a client I had last week, they made me cry. They shared to me that they were always afraid of the pain of lip waxing, but they had always wanted to try it, and so they finally trusted me to take care of that for them. And I managed their pain well, and I held space, and I let them know that it was okay to not be embarrassed, or it was okay to, you know, to want to have it removed. It was fine, and I was there for them. And I told them I'd been getting mine waxed since I was 20. You know, you can share that vulnerability. And like I said, no, it's not going to be a funny name that's going to get like 14,000 likes or comments on it, but the impact is going to go so much farther. So my challenge to you is to have a really hard look at yourself and your relationship to instant gratification. Whether your time on the social media apps is there to get that dopamine hit, or are you there to build relationships? Because I can tell you one is going to take your business farther than the other. You need to ask yourself, are you all in with this business? Are you half in? Are you trying to be popular and well liked on the internet, which kind of means blending in? Do you want to blend in on the internet? Or do you want to stand out and create relationships and be vulnerable and make people think? Because that is absolutely how I've built my business. That is absolutely how I've built the connections that I have today. I mean, that's me in this video right now. I'm being vulnerable with you guys. Do you feel like you trust me more? Do you feel like you know me more? Do you feel like we have this relationship? I hope so. As a matter of fact, if you haven't joined my Facebook group yet, it's called The Empathetic Esthetician. Please answer all the questions so that I know you are taking the time to read them and answer the questions. They're not that hard. You just got to do it. And then I'm also excited because soon I'm going to be releasing the replay of my workshop called The Story Shift. So like I talked about, creating these stories that are vulnerable, that help create relationships. I give this whole workshop. It's about an hour and 5 minutes altogether. It's already recorded, so it's a replay. And it's going to be, the original playing was $47 a spot, but I'm going to make it cheaper, because it's a replay and it's been done, so keep an eye out for that. You can sign up for my email list. I'm going to get that launched soon. Go to empatheticbeauty.com and sign up for the email list. The opt-in is going to be that you're going to get a free PDF checklist of how to have empathetic consultations. Just a refresher, or maybe to revamp your brain, or maybe hopefully it's not anything that you've never seen before, but I want to go a little deeper and kind of reframe the questions to make sure that you are having a very empathetic and open communication consultation before your service, so that you can show up and just really, really serve your clients with your whole heart and this massive understanding and wonderfulness. So I hope that is so super helpful to you guys. Like I said, that's signing up for the email list at empatheticbeauty.com. You're going to be able to find information about the replay of the course. Also visit the Empathetic Esthetician Facebook group. I'm going to have so many more things coming out for you guys. I have had a major awakening in my brain about how I want to serve the world, and it really starts with you guys. And I'm so thankful you guys are here. You are wonderful. Have a freaking fantastic weekend. Oh my gosh, it's only Tuesday. Help. Shit. Okay, shoot. So yeah, I love you, my darlings, and we will talk soon.